When measuring for a kilt outfit, firstly start with the chest size. Make sure you place the tape around the heaviest part of the chest, but also make sure the tape is over the shoulder blades. Then ease the tape out about an inch for your actual jacket size. For the crown to cuff or outside sleeve, measure from the shoulder end down to where you prefer the cuff of your sleeve to rest. If you have a suit jacket, simply measure the actual outside sleeve as shown here. When measuring for your kilt, start by measuring your kilt waist. This is generally 1 to 1.5 inches above the navel. Make sure the tape is level around the back and front, and you want this to be a firm but comfortable measurement. Your hip size should be measured over the heaviest part of your seat. A thin pair of trousers or a pair of shorts should be worn for this. Make sure the measurement isn't too slack and isn't too firm. There should be just enough slackness to move the tape back and forth. The kilt length is generally measured from 1 to 1.5 inches above the navel, down to either the top or middle of the knee, whichever you prefer. Pipe bands commonly wear it to the top of the knee for comfort when marching, but generally most people wear it to the middle of the knee. Most people have a shirt at home where they can check their collar size. If not, simply measure around the neck, leaving a finger space for comfort. When putting on your kilt outfit, always start at the bottom, starting with your kilt hose and ghillie brogues. Now the best way to tie your laces is by twisting them. Twist them 4 to 5 times and then pull it tight. Take the laces to the back of your leg, cross them over, then bring them back to the front, and finish by tying in a normal bow. If you feel that the lace is still too long, simply double back, bring it to the front and tie it in a bow again. Your flashes are attached to a garter which is elasticated and adjustable. It should be worn to the outside of your leg. After this, turn the top of your kilt hose down over the garter, and the pattern on your kilt hose is a guide as to how much should be turned down. Once complete, make sure both socks are level with each other and roughly about 3 finger spaces below the knee. Double check your laces are level and your kilt hose are level. Also, don't forget your skene-doo, which is mostly worn in the right leg. Put on your shirt along with your choice of neckwear. With the ruche tie, simply adjust to size and clip it on at the back. You can hide the adjuster underneath the collar, but make sure that the ruche is nice and neat. You don't want this slack. When putting on the kilt, remember that the pleats always go to the back. And with your right hand, bring the right strap and apron across your body and fasten it. Then bring the left strap and the apron across to the other side of the body and buckle it up again. Once you've done this, just make sure that the kilt is sitting 1 to 1.5 inches above the navel. Every kilt has a centre to it, and you can find this by taking both edges of the front apron, as we've done here, and on this particular kilt it's a white line down the centre which should be in line with your body. You just put that in line with your navel. Also, make sure that the kilt is sitting at the top or middle of the knee, whichever you prefer. Again, generally it's the middle of the knee. There are 2 belt loops at the back of the kilt. This is where you put your kilt belt through. Just simply feed it through. And when you fasten the buckle at the front, just make sure that the buckle is sitting at the centre of the kilt, as so. Before putting your sporran on, make sure the chains aren't twisted. If they are, simply hold the chains by the leather straps and untwist them. All these small things make a big difference. Feed the sporran chains and straps through the belt loops at the back of the kilt, and then buckle it up. Once this is fastened, the sporran should be sitting roughly 3 to 4 finger spaces below the buckle. That's the top of the sporran and the bottom of the buckle. Roughly 3 finger spaces, 4 finger spaces. Also make sure that the sporran is sitting in centre again. When dancing or sitting down, simply slide the sporran around to the side. You'll find this much more comfortable. When fastening your waistcoat, it is proper etiquette to leave the bottom button unfastened. This goes back in history to King Edward VII, who basically had a large waistline and couldn't fasten the bottom button. Pull the ruche tie out a little to give it more impact. Then just make sure your waistcoat is fastened at the back. Put on your jacket, remembering just to leave it open. This way you can show off the detail of your waistcoat and your ruche tie. It's much nicer. Finally, pull out the shirt cuffs. This way you can show off a touch of your cufflinks. And there we have it. A simple guide to putting on your kilt outfit.